All right.
Mute tab. All right. What's up, beautiful people? My name is Dr. Derek Standerfer, and today I have the honor, the privilege, and the pleasure of bringing on Rebecca Ahmed. I met Rebecca last year at a NAMCA conference, and she was so dope. And then I made a question to our group of who wanted to be an accountability partner, and she reached out. I was like, heaven, yes. I saw all the moves that she was making, and I had to jump on board. So, Rebecca, thank you for joining us today. How are you, good ma'am?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. And yes, I loved that. When you set that out, I was like, the universe connected it, so I'm taking it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So here on Solving Sundays, what we do is juxtapose solving the 5 steps of the Rubik's Cube to solving the 5 steps of life. And the first step is to believe. Rebecca, can you please tell us what is it that you do? What did you get or develop the belief in that you're doing right now?
Yeah, so I come from like 12 years of HR and I have such a passion for what I do and I help people really energize themselves. So I energize individuals and organizations and I
Mm.
provide them energetic success principles. I have 5 and reinvigorating strategies so that they can implement these into whether it's their workplace, whether it's their home, so they can really just enhance the energy and everything in their life.
Wow, wow. That is, I've been a part of workplaces, work environments that were dull and the energy was low. And you get low
Mhm.
productivity from the staff in a low environment, low energy environment. So thank you for your service, good man.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Yes, ma'am.
you.
All right. So after we believe in ourselves, step number 2 of solving your Rubik's Cube, step number 2 of solving your life is to solve your cross. Now, solving your cross means to identify your why. Like, what are your reasons? Why do you do the work that you do? If you notice, the cross on the Rubik's Cube resembles a plus sign because these things keep you charged up in this journey called life. So, Rebecca, what is your why?
Oh goodness, my why is about helping people have more energy. It's funny because when I started this journey and I asked people, what is it about me that really excites you? Or when you work with me, whether you know me as a friend, whether you're a family member, and everyone said, you have so much energy, energy,
Mm.
energy, energy. And energy is the modern day currency. You can have a bank account and be completely low energetically, and you're not going to create a difference in the world. But if we start looking at our energy as that modern day currency, we can honestly be more constructive. We can honestly, if you look at the like world reports from Deloitte, from all of like people looking at the workplace, there's such an opportunity to enhance and we won't have so much destructive energy in the world. So honestly, my why is that big. Like I want to create an
Mm.
energetic impact so people really have the energy to be able to accomplish their goals with excitement, with ease, and not with this destructive energy that we consistently see.
Come on, Rebecca. Come on. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. I work with young people, and number one thing that I tell educators and people who work with young people is that you got to energize them. You got to energize them before you can impact them. You know, a boring lesson, a boring speaker, a boring lesson in classwork, it all it does is kills the kids' drive. They are not motivated to succeed in those type of environments. But raise the energy up by any means necessary. And then you can engage, or you can engage kids, you can engage people. You know, myself, I got a short attention span. You got to bring some passion for me to watch you. So, yeah, thank you for the service.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
We
Yes,
all
ma'am.
do, and especially Gen Z, right? Like that's who we both work with very quite heavily. And so they have technology at their fingers. They're the first generation that got to have that technology. So you do have to keep them energized and
Mhm.
engaged. And if you don't connect to that why, to that value, you're going to lose them immediately. And this is the opportunity that organizations have to really make a shift.
Come on, come on, come on. Thank you for your service, good man. All right, so after we believe in ourselves and after we solve our cross, step number 3 of solving your Rubik's Cube, step number 3 of solving your life is to fill in your corners. Now, filling in your corners means to surround yourself with people who can push you and motivate you to be the best version of yourself. And it means to immerse yourself in a positive environment. Rebecca, what kind of environment do you immerse yourself in to maximize your productivity?
So I love diverse environments. I love to travel. When I was writing my book, I did my book. I had a
Mm.
month in Costa Rica, a month in Mexico, a month in the Caribbean, a month in Europe. I'm constantly looking to be surrounded by different cultures and different languages and different smells and different foods because that's what really creates that opportunity to be in flow. And I'll go
Mm.
to workspaces and I'll just be able to bounce off energy with people. And it's funny because people think, oh, when you're working or you're writing and you're doing different projects, don't you want it to be really quiet? And sometimes, yes, but a lot of times I'm feeding off of that energy and I need that. And so, I mean, maybe it's because I'm the oldest of 11. Maybe it's because I'm from Vegas. I need that glitz and glamour. But I'm like, you set me up at a loud restaurant and I am just going for hours and I love it. So it's feeding off the energy of other people for sure.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm an energetic person myself. When it comes to like most people think, oh, I like to consider myself an introvert, but when I'm out in energy and people are just having fun and living their life to the fullest, those are environments where I can maximize my skill set as well. Yeah. So
Absolutely. And you can be introverted in an external environment because it's interesting. I just did this human design course, and one of the things that came up that said I was an introvert and I'm a hermit when I'm thinking in my thoughts. But it
mm,
says I get my energy externally. And it's so true. I can tune out a room and go through my head and literally play with different ideas and brainstorm because thoughts are coming through, but I'm still feeding off of that external energy. So it's just important to realize everyone's different. Everyone gets their energy in different ways, but you need to set yourself up for success, especially in the workplace of what's going to bring that energy.
come on, Rebecca. Let me ask you a question. Based on your response, how do you, how would you suggest a person find the type of environment that can maximize their energy?
Absolutely. So I kind of look at it from a Marie Kondo standpoint. So I
Mm,
look at my house, for instance, every single piece of art, every single thing around me. I mean, you see my wild wallpaper behind me. Everything brings me joy and excitement, and everything has a story to it. And so for me, when I bring people into my home, I share with them this picture is from this country, and this is why I purchased it, and this is the story of the artist or the story of where I was eating that day. And so when you think about that in your environments, people really need to take a moment and say, what are my values? Do the values assessment. I have one on my website.
mm.
Tons of coaches have them. I definitely recommend that. And then energize those values. So every decision you make, everything you surround yourself is in alignment with those values. And you know immediately when something's off because your body tells you, right?
Come on.
Immediately, like your stomach will hurt or your shoulders will hurt, depending on where you carry that. That tells you, oop, there's a values misalignment. Let me redirect. And so
Uh-huh.
that's how people can really make these confident decisions and build the energy around them just by starting with their values.
Come on. Amazing responses, amazing answers, Rebecca. I love it. All right. So, after we believe in ourselves, solve our cross, fill in our corners, the fourth step of solving your Rubik's cube, the fourth step of solving your life is to take it to the next level. Now, taking it to the next level means to keep getting better, keep growing. Rebecca, how do you get better? How do you grow? How do you become a human becoming, and not just be a human being? Mm,
Yeah, every day, especially as an entrepreneur, I tell myself if you're not failing, if you're not falling flat on your face, like that means you haven't tried enough today. You have not stretched yourself. All the time, I should be learning and growing because that means I'm stretching myself and taking risks. Of course,
mhm, mhm.
calculated risk you need to go through. Like if you look at cognitive diversity and think about, the Herman brain dominance scale and where you kind of need to look and say, ooh, if I'm not strong with numbers, let me make sure that I run a number by someone who really that's their specialty. Or
Mm.
if you're really a big picture thinker, make sure you have the processes down. So I'm constantly saying, where is my opportunity to grow and where have I not fallen? Because that means I need to step into that, fall, learn, and then try again.
One of my favorite quotes is, "If it's worth doing, it's worth doing badly at first. If it's worth
Absolutely.
doing, it's worth doing badly at first." And I just posted a post by Paulo Coelho. He said, "Anything that I wanted to,
I
anything
love
I didn't know how to
Paula.
do, I learned how to do it so I can do it." Um,
Mhm.
I'm a big believer in there is no such thing as perfection. You can always become a better version of yourself. And the more the more you realize that you need to know more. So, oh
Yes.
man, thank you for that. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
You're
I appreciate
welcome.
it. Um, so after we believe in ourselves, solve our cross, fill in our corners, and take it to the next level, the fifth and the final step of solving your Rubik's Cube, the fifth and the final step of solving your life is to see the bigger picture. Now, seeing the bigger picture, it means to keep your commitment to your commitments. There will be
Mhm.
trials and tribulations in life. There will be moments where you feel like, why does this have to happen to me? Rebecca, how do you keep your commitment to your commitments through the trials and tribulations of life?
So one of my values is walk the talk. And so this is one that I find easy. I know a lot of people don't, but I find it easy because I truly believe if you say something, you should do it. So I
Mm,
walk my talk in that sense. When I make an appointment, when I commit to something, it's 100% going to happen. But what I tell people is if that's not one of their values, if their value is achievement, if their value is success, how are they defining that? Look at the wheel of life. What areas are you looking for opportunities in? And where do you need to make sure you energize those values so you take action steps to get to your goals?
Come on, Rebecca. Come on. So we had a. All right. Hello, Rebecca. You there? Oh Lord, we having some technical difficulties. Hopefully
Oh,
she'll
I think
pop
just
back.
the internet.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's a windy day in Vegas, so you never know.
Oh, yeah.
But
You've been
my saying is this, if you do this and you really have a visual and you understand what you're working towards, you can take those action steps together. And it's step by step. You don't climb a mountain overnight, right? This is a lifelong journey. And so make those small little commitments and then start getting bigger and bigger.
Come on, come on. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm a big believer. Will Smith, he has this quote that I love. He says that you don't go out to build a wall. Instead, you go out to lay a perfect brick every day. And if you lay a perfect brick every day, the wall will, the wall will build itself. And John Maxwell, he has this quote: "The doing is in the daily disciplines." Most people, we think graduation is the goal, but the success comes in the daily disciplines, the small
It's
daily
that
habits.
journey. Yes.
Come on,
That
Rebecca.
journey, exactly those daily disciplines, because I even have it on my mirror. Immersion equals conversion. If you're immersing yourself in your values, you're immersing yourself going towards your goals, it's going to convert. That's just natural reaction. Math, 1 + 1 = 2. And so when you're doing this, people forget to do that. They're cluttered. They're going too many different directions. Put yourself and say, I want this, and work towards it. And you will get that. And then get to the next one, and then get to the next one. And then you'll really see like this advancement, and that energizes you.
Come on, come on, come on. Rebecca, so look, we've officially solved our Rubik's Cube. We've
Oh,
gone through
look at
steps
that.
1 through 5. And there's a bonus step to solving the Rubik's Cube. The bonus step is to not take the stickers off. So, Rebecca, in this journey called life, how do you avoid the shortcut spot and not take the stickers off in this journey called life?
Well, the beautiful thing I think is that when you think about the universe and energy, when you do that, you get a little slap on your hand
Come on.
because destructive energy
You're a
comes out of it,
self-correction.
right? And so you're going to know when your values misalignments. You're, like I said, something in your body's going to say, ooh, something's not right. You took a shortcut. You didn't do it right. And you get slapped for it. And sometimes those slaps are a lot harder, right? We all have that where you're like, oh my gosh, the punishment I got out of that was very painful, whether it hit my bank account, whether it hit my energy levels, any single step. So you get reminded of that, and it comes out in destructive energy. So if you're living in alignment and you're not taking those stickers off, you're going to get more energy versus living in that negative zone.
Rebecca, let me tell you something. You are a rock star. You've been dropping so many jewels and gems. I greatly appreciate you for agreeing to do the interview. This is phenomenal. Thank you for this.
Oh, thank you so much. I had so much fun and happy to answer any questions. And thank you. I love like when you think about how you're taking this Rubik's Cube and really applying it to everything in life. It's such an opportunity for people, even with the visual, to see, look at this, a little twist and a little turn, but you got there. And it's just that reminder every single day that we can get there.
Come on, come on. Rebecca, so you got a book on pre-sale right now. Do you have a copy of the book? Can you give us an advertisement of your book, of your brainchild that you've released?
Absolutely. So it's coming out April 23rd. It's right now available on Amazon. It's available on Barnes and Nobles for pre-orders. Audiobooks will be available wherever audiobooks are sold. And it's about the energy of success. So I walk everyone through the 7 levels of energy, and I classify them into different zones. So you can understand the difference between destructive energy versus constructive energy, how to use each, and how to make energetic shifts using my 5 energetic success principles so that you can stay in these constructive zones, that you are more efficient and you're able to really see that's my goal. Let me energize my values to get to that goal. And I provide like really specific key takeaways so people can say, oh, this is how they do it. And so when it's they're working through the book too. It's really cool because not only you're going to be reading, but you're going to be working it, kind of like when I'm at a speech. It's very interactive. You got to put the glasses on, you got to write it down, you got to stomp it out, you got to get loud, like you got to use all of these different tools. And this is what the energy of success is all about. And I'm so excited for people to have it and to be on stage and share this message so that they can energize themselves, their families, their friends, and of course the workplace.
So future Dr. Camille Lewis, she said that sounds like a book that I need to read. She's currently pursuing her PhD, and the struggle of staying energized in the doctoral program. I do.
Absolutely. Like Camille, get it, because like I said, the energy is the new currency. If you have that, you got anything. So that bank account will follow if you got energy.
Yeah, yeah. Let me do a soft pub. She's Camille is actually hosting the third annual Earth Day. She started an event 2 to 3 years. This will be the third. This will be year 3 of Tallahassee's National Annual Earth Day. So that's 2 days before your book release. So yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna be
that's
a
amazing. And I
yeah, yeah,
love that too. Earth Day is so special.
yeah, 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 yeah. Thanks. Energy is the new currency. Energy is the new currency.
I see it
Rebecca,
popping up. I love it. This is so fun.
Rebecca, from the top of my heart to the bottom of my soul, I want to say thank you for agreeing to do this interview. You are a rock star. This was dope and satisfying. I greatly appreciate it. If you don't mind, could you stay on?
Yeah.
To everybody else who joined us, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for learning with us today. We'll be back here again next Sunday, 7 p.m. With Solid Sundays. Y'all be great like the lakes. Y'all be blessed like a sneeze. Peace and blessings, love and light.
Yes. Thank you.
Let me end stream.